Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. So I thought I'd start off the episode by explaining why I didn't upload last week. So basically, I had a little bit of the episode recorded already, and then I was going to record the rest of it on Friday because I had the day off work. And then when I actually woke up on Friday, the internet just wasn't working. Like, the internet went down, it was down all day on Friday, all day on Saturday. Then it got fixed on Sunday, and it's currently the Monday now, and for some reason it's gone down again. So at the moment I'm actually using my hotspot on my phone just so I can actually get online, because on Xbox you need to be connected to the internet to be able to access Minecraft. So it's not really ideal, and I'm hoping we can get it fixed soon. But even if I could record the rest of the episode last week, I wouldn't have been able to upload it to YouTube anyway. So that's why I didn't upload last week. But anyway, on to today's episode. I've got a few things to show to start off. So you can see that I've dug down the middle of the base a little bit more. There's still a long way to go. This is Y level 45, and I've got to go all the way down to Bedrock, which is Y level 5. So still like another 40 layers to go. But I just thought I'd dig it down a little bit more, and then I can actually build another section of the base just like the one above, and I can add a few more rooms around here. So I could actually start working on some of these rooms pretty soon. But I do want to start making a lot more progress around the base. I think this is the 27th episode now, and all I've got is 3 different rooms, and then I've got the one house over in this direction, over there, so there is still a long way to go on this base. I'd say it's about 5% finished overall, so I want to start making a lot more progress, because like I said, it's the 27th episode, and I've still not got too much to show for it. But I have actually added 2 more rooms to the base in between episodes as well. So over here is the Nether portal room, and I did say this when I built it, I was going to build the 2 rooms at the side. So this one over here is the Nether wart farm. So you can see I kept this pretty simple. I've used the same blocks as I used out here, the red nether brick and then the black stone blocks. And it's a pretty simple Nether wart farm. So basically I get the hoe, which is up here. I've got fortune 3 on this. I did a little bit of testing on an episode a while back. You do actually get more nether wart if you use the fortune 3 hoe. So what I do is just stand like this, and then I can harvest all of this and then all of the ones on this side as well. And then once I've done it all the way down and harvest all of them, I can stand here and go all the way along, and this will replant all of them all the way down. So I know you can build like automated ones of these, but I just wanted a nice little simple manual one. I'll get plenty of nether wart from this, and most of this is going to be used to make more red nether brick. Because if you remember the last episode, even though it was 2 weeks ago now, I got loads of netherrack from mining out the nether, and I'm going to use all of that netherrack and then this nether wart to make loads of red nether brick. It's just one of those blocks that's kind of hard to get if you need a lot of it, so I'm just going to try to stock up on loads of it, and then if I ever need it, I've just got it there. And the other room that I built is on the other side, and this is one that I'm going to be using a lot today. You can see I've still not done the ceiling, but I will finish this by the end of the episode. I just wanted to start recording this episode today. So obviously this is a potion brewing room, and the reason I'm going to be using this today is because I want to check off all of the different potions from the checklist. So if I fly back over to the storage room, I'll show you that I've got 3 double chests for all of the potions, and I'm going to try to get all of those today. So I've got the regular potions up at the top, the splash potions and the lingering potions. And I'm actually still not even sure how to make the lingering potions yet. I think it's something to do with dragon's breath, but I really don't actually know. I don't really brew too many potions. I don't even know most of the recipes, so hopefully I'll learn a lot about potions today, and then I'm going to be brewing more in the future. And I probably am going to start brewing more potions now I've got this little setup over here. Because in the last episode I just used so many potions. I used loads of the fire resistance ones while I was cleaning out the nether, and then I used loads of like water breathing and night vision ones as well while I was working on the end. So this setup here is just going to make it a lot easier to brew loads of potions at once. And I've actually got a little book here, and this is all of the different potions in the game. Or at least I think this is all of the different potions that are available in Survival Minecraft on Bedrock Edition. So you can see I've got water bottle at the top. It's not really a potion, but it's going in the same chest. And you can see all of the other ones. A lot of them have 3-minute potions and then 8-minute potions. and then there's like the 1 minute 30 leaping and stuff like that. I think this is all of them, and then there's a second page as well. This is just the regular potions though, this doesn't include the splash potions or the lingering ones. So what I'm going to try to do today is brew all of these. I do know the recipes for some of them, but I'm not sure about all of them. Like the Turtle Master, which is at the end there, I think you need turtle shells or the turtle helmets. I think that's what you need anyway, and I don't actually have any of those. And I actually want to make a book, so I've got another one here. And I want to write down all of the different potions, and then how to brew them. So it's an empty book at the moment, and then afterwards, once I've done, I'm going to put that in a lectern here. So every time I come into this room and I need a potion, I might forget how to brew it. So I'll just look in the lectern, and then I can scroll through it, and then see all the ingredients and stuff that I need. So that's why the lectern is there. And you can see if you look around the room that I've got all the stuff that you need to brew most of the potions. I still need to fill these 5 barrels up here. I don't really have a farm for turtle shells yet, but that needs to go in there. And there was another item that I forgot about, but I don't have any of them yet either. And there's still going to be 3 barrels that are empty, so I'm going to have to figure out what to put in those. But I just wanted to keep all of the stuff to brew the potions in one area like this. So that's the design that I've gone for. I do still need to do the roof, but I'll make sure to get that finished soon. Okay, so I actually forgot one of the most important things in this room. So I've got the empty glass bottles here, and the plan was to have a button on the wall, and I would press it, and this block here would get pulled back, and there would be like a water source underneath to fill up all of the bottles. But I kind of forgot to do that. So what I'm going to do instead for right now is just dig this block, and I'm going to put some water here. So this is to fill up all of the bottles. Later on I will like put the button there like I mentioned, and then there'll be some water hidden under the floor. So that's just something I completely forgot to do before starting today's episode. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is just get started and see how many of these potions I can brew on camera. So I'm just going to use this one over here. I don't really know most of the recipes. I don't use too many potions at all. I use like the fire resistance, the water breathing and the night vision. Apart from that, I just don't use these. I don't even know what the gas tier does. I think that's the generation or regeneration. This is swiftness, poison maybe. I don't have a clue what this one does. Maybe the potion of leaping for the rabbit's foot. And I think that's slow falling. I have used one of those before to fight the dragon, but I don't really use those too often either. So I'm going to try to craft all of these in the book. So to start off, we've got the water bottle, so you know that's quite easy. So I'm going to get a stack of bottles, a water bottle, just like that. So that's the first one. So the next one on the list is the mundane potion. I don't think I've ever actually brewed one of these before, but if I look it up online, it says I can add quite a few different ingredients to make one. So apparently redstone makes a mundane potion. So I'm going to get some redstone out of this, and then if I put the 3 water bottles in here, and then the redstone, this should turn into a mundane potion. So I do only need one of these right now, but I'm going to make 3 of every single potion, and then later on when I'm making the splash ones and the lingering potions, I will already have these, and I just need to add like the gunpowder or whatever to make it into a splash potion. And I think if you add dragon's breath, that turns it into a lingering potion, but I really just don't know at the moment. So I should learn quite a lot about these today. Next up is the long mundane potion, and I've just realised that I'm going to be saying potion way too many times in today's episode, but I can't really help that. So the long mundane potion, I assume is the same, but you add redstone to it. So I've got some more redstone, I'll put one of them in here, and then add the redstone and see what happens, and that doesn't actually do anything, so I might have to look this up as well. Okay, I'm back. I just went to search that on my phone quickly on the internet, because obviously I don't have internet in the house, and then it kind of disconnected my hotspot, so I had to come and reconnect to the world. But apparently the long mundane potions are actually available in survival, so these things are only available in creative for some reason. So I'm going to go all the way up. This is actually going to take a while. I'm going to have to go through all of these different ones, I think. Okay, so I'm almost there now, and then I can just delete this one from here, so I'm going to leave the gap in there. But yeah, the long mundane potion isn't available in survival. So next up is the thick potion. I'm pretty sure this is just glowstone. So if I get one piece of glowstone from over here, I actually don't have much of this, I'm going to have to go get some later on. But if I put the 3 water bottles in, I think these 2 here are the water bottles, and then this, it should make the thick potion. I've never really needed to brew one of these for anything, but for some reason I just remember this being the recipe. Okay, so there we go, that's 3 thick potions right there. So I'll head over to the chest again, and then I can put one of these in there. So these look the exact same, but this is a water bottle, the mundane potion, and the thick potion. So next up is the awkward potion, and I've done this so many times, I think everyone knows this. You just need the never wart, and this makes an awkward potion. And there we go, that's 3 awkward potions. So I will add one of these to the chest as well. I'm just going to keep all of the spares up here for now. And then later on when I'm trying to do these splash potions and stuff, I can just come and get them out of the chest, and then use some, I forgot what it's called, the gunpowder. And I think to get the lingering potions, you actually need to make splash potions first, and then add some dragon's breath. But I don't actually have much dragon's breath, I've got like 1 stack of it over at the base, or over in the storage room. So I might actually have to go and kill the dragon a few more times in today's episode, just to get some more dragon's breath. But anyway, next up we have night vision. So this is actually quite a simple one. It's one that I actually use now and again, so it's the golden carrots, but I've actually already got some in my inventory. So first of all, I need the neverwort. So I'm going to go ahead and put the water bottles in here, get the neverwort, and then I need the golden carrot afterwards. And I actually need the 2 different ones. So there is the 3 minutes and then the 8 minutes. So to get the 8-minute one, I need the redstone as well. So I think what I'm going to do is make this batch that are 3 minutes long. And then I'm also going to make another batch that are 8 minutes long. So this should be night vision for 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add one of them to this chest. And then I'll add the other 2 up to this chest here. And then I can make another batch, and I'll make this lot 8 minutes long. So this is just the same as the last one. I started off with the neverwort to make the awkward potion. I added the golden carrot, which will make the night vision. And then once this is done, I'll add the redstone dust, and this is just going to make it 8 minutes long instead of 3 minutes. So this is done now with the carrot. So we've got the night vision, and then this will just make it 8 minutes long. And there we go, that's 3 night vision potions at 8 minutes. So again, I'll put 1 in this chest, and then the other 2 can go up here for later on. So next up in the book, we have invisibility. So I don't actually make these often, but I'm pretty sure it's the same recipe, but you need to use a spider eye to make it inverted. Okay, so we've got the night vision for 3 minutes, and then I can just add this spider eye, and this should invert it into the invisibility. And over on this side, I'll do the same, but I'm going to add redstone to this lot, so this batch will turn into 8-minute potions instead. So there we go, we've got the 3-minute invisibility potions. One of them can go in this chest, the other 2 can go up here, and then the other batch should be finished right now. And we can just add the redstone, so this lot will turn into 8-minute potions. So next up is leaping potions. So there's actually 3 of these, the 3 minutes at 8 minutes, and then the leaping 2, which is 1 minute and 30. So I think you just need to add glowstone to a leaping potion to get that. And I'm pretty sure this is the rabbit's foot. I don't have too many of these, I've actually only got 2. I might have to go and get some more of these, or I might just use this one here, because I think I need 3 overall. So I'm just going to use that one, and then I'll have to go get some more later on. So I've got the awkward potions, I put the rabbit's foot in, and it is brewing, so I assume this will turn into a leaping potion, and I can do the same on the other 2 brewing stands as well. And I've got 1 redstone, so this will make it 8 minutes long. And I've got the glowstone dust. I'm pretty sure this is what you use to make like the double strength potions. So it's double the strength, but it would be half the time. So I'm going to add redstone to this one, and then glowstone to this one. And then we should have the potions of leaping in here. So yeah, potion of leaping, jump boost 3. So that one's sorted as it is. This one we will add the redstone, and then the other one we can add the glowstone. So I'm pretty sure this will make all of the potions that we need. And that worked exactly how I expected, so I've got potion of leaping for 3 minutes, 8 minutes, and then the jump boost 2 for 1 minute 30. So brewing potions, I don't really do it too often, but I kind of feel like the recipes are a bit predictable or they're easy to remember. I think as soon as you've made one once, it's kind of easy to do it again. Even though I've not brewed a lot of these for a long time, it's just kind of easy to remember all the different potions and the recipes. Next up is fire resistance. I've done this so many times before, I'm just going to do it off camera. So you start off with the nether wart, you add the magma cream, and then the redstone to make it 8 minutes. So I'll quickly do this, and then I'll be back to do the next one. Okay, so that's the 3-minute fire resistance, and the 8-minute one brewed. I'm pretty sure this is the most brewed potion of all time. Everyone uses these every time you go to the nether. It just saves your life so many times. And if you don't use these when you go to the nether, then you probably should. Like the first time you go in, you can't really brew them. But just try get a few magma creams the first time you go into the nether. And then every time you go in after that, just make sure you've got fire resistance. And you'll probably never die in there. It's just so helpful to have that. So I'm pretty sure that must be the most brewed potion ever. Just the fire resistance. So next up on the list is swiftness. So this should be simple as well. It's just sugar. And then to make the swiftness 2, I just add some glowstone afterwards. So I'm going to get 3 pieces of sugar from here. So 1, 2, 3. I'll get 1 redstone and then 1 glowstone. So this should be everything I need. I actually need to get some more of this. I think I've got some in the storage room. Okay, so we've got sugar in all 3 of these. And then I'm going to add the redstone to this one. So this will make the 8-minute potions. And then the glowstone to this one, which should make the strength 2 1 minute 30 potions. And I just thought I'd quickly explain why I went for this manual potion setup instead. Because I did want to go for an automated one. But if anyone remembers the 1.17 update, there was the glitch where if you had dripstone above a cauldron and then put a potion inside the cauldron, the dripstone would keep dripping into it, and then you could pretty much get an infinite amount of potions from the cauldron. But I didn't actually know that that was a glitch. I thought that was a game feature that was actually intended to be in the game. But apparently it got patched, and my whole idea for this potion room got changed because I really wanted to do the dripstone glitch. I didn't know it was a glitch, but I really wanted to do it, and then you just get an infinite amount of potions. So I wanted to set up like a cauldron for every single potion, and then if I ever needed one, I'd just come in, pick some out of the cauldron like that, and then it'd refill later on. But because that got patched, I've had to go for this setup instead. It's not quite as fun. I know you can do like fully automated ones with redstone and stuff, but those just seem like a big pain for something I'm not really going to use too often. So that's the reason I've just gone for this basic setup instead. But anyway, all of these potions should be ready now. So the swiftness for 3 minutes, the swiftness for 8 minutes, and then the swiftness 2 for 1 minute 30. So that's all of the different swiftness potions, and we'll go put 1 of each in this chest. So 3 minutes, 8 minutes, and 1:30. Next up we have the slowness potions. I don't actually know how to make these. I assume it's swiftness potions, and then you add the spider eyes or the fermented spider eyes to make it inverted. So that's what I'm going to try. So I'll get 6 of these full of water. I'll get 2 more of the sugar. And I think 1 redstone and 2 spider eyes should be everything I need. So 2 spider eyes and 1 redstone. So I'm going to try and brew these up now. So I've added the spider eye to this side, and it is actually doing something, so I assume this is going to get inverted into slowness. I'm going to add the redstone first on this. I'm not sure if I should add the spider eye first or not. I think I'll add the redstone first. I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but this should turn into an 8-minute swiftness potion, and then I'll add the spider eye afterwards, and hopefully that inverts it. So here we have the 1 minute 30 slowness potions, so we can get these out, add this one to the chest, and then the other 2 can go up at the top. And we can just add the fermented spider eye to the 8-minute swiftness potions, and then this one should get inverted into a 4-minute slowness potion. So right now, yeah, this worked as well. So it's actually quite simple brewing these things. I thought I'd forget a lot of the recipes, but I think I've just remembered them over the years. A lot of these potions I have actually brewed at least once before, and you just kind of remember all of the different recipes and how they work. Next up is the water breathing potions. I actually use these quite often compared to other potions just because it's useful when you're going exploring ocean monuments and stuff. So what I need is the pufferfish. So I'll start off with the Neverwort and then add the pufferfish, and then I will add the redstone to make the 8-minute ones. So I'll quickly do these and then I'll be back for the next one. So there we go, we've got the water breathing for 3 minutes and then 8 minutes. The next one's actually a little bit more complicated. I'm not sure how to make these. So we've got instant health and instant health 2. I don't think that's actually the proper name for these. I think that's the effect that you get. I think they're called potions of healing. And maybe this is what the glistening melons are for. I know it's a recipe for something, but I'm just not sure what. So I suppose I'll just try these and see what these create. So of course we start off with the awkward potions. I add the glistening melon, and we'll just have to see what this creates. So it should be a potion of healing or instant health. So this is exactly what I wanted here. So we'll add this to the other one as well. And I think if I add glowstone, this will make the instant health 2, which is what we're looking for here. I would actually need both of these. I don't think I've actually brewed any of these potions before, but you do find them in the end. And this is instant health 2 now, so this is exactly what I wanted there. And this will be the regular instant health. So now I can add one of both of these to the chest over here. So the instant health and the instant health 2. And the others can go in this chest. Next up is the instant damage and instant damage 2. So I don't know about this one either, but I think it will just be the same as the instant health, but then use the fermented spider eyes to invert that. And I'm actually running out of these, so I'm going to have to go get some more of these as well. So I was actually right about this. If you use a fermented spider eye, it inverts these from instant health into instant damage. So you can see that I've already got the regular instant damage here, then these are the ×2 or the 2 strength or whatever it's called. So I've got both sets of these now. Next up is the potions of poison, and there's 3 of these as well. And I do actually use these quite often because they're useful for converting zombie villagers, and then they're also useful when I'm getting wither roses. I like to damage all of the chickens before the wither blows them up. But I don't actually know how to craft them. I think it's spider eyes. So it should be Neverwort first and then spider eyes afterwards. I think I'll need 1 bit of redstone and 1 bit of glowstone, but I'm really not too sure on this one. So I'll get 1 redstone and 1 glowstone and we'll just see what happens. So we've got the awkward potions. Now I can just add the spider eyes. Hopefully this just makes the poison, and then it should be quite simple from there. For some reason, even though I make these more often than a lot of the other potions, I always just forget the recipe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is spider eyes, so we'll see right here when this is finished. So we get the potion of poison, 45 seconds. I actually can't remember what we needed here. So there's 45 seconds, 2 minutes, and then the poison 2. So I think if I add the redstone to this one, it should make 2-minute ones. And then we'll add the glowstone to this one, and it should make it like the 2 times strength. So these ones are already finished, so I can get all of these out. We'll add 1 to the chest down here, and then the other 2 can go up to the top. So this one's getting a little bit full now, but these will be very useful when I'm trying to make these splash potions later on. This one should be done by now, and this is 2 minutes. And then these ones should be the poison 2 for 22 seconds. So we can actually move on to the second page now, there's not too many more to go. So there's regeneration for 45 seconds and 2 minutes, and then the regeneration 2 for 22 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to start brewing the awkward potion straight away. So I think the regeneration is gas tiers. So we'll put a gas tier in each one of these. And then I've got 1 redstone and 1 glowstone. So here we go, we've got the potions of regeneration for 45 seconds. This one should be the same. So I'll add redstone to this one, and this should make it 2 minutes I think. And then we'll add the glowstone to this one, and that should get the ×2 effect. So yeah, the 2-minute regeneration potions, and then the regeneration 2 for 22 seconds. Next up we have strength. So this is strength for 3 minutes, 8 minutes, and then strength 2 for 1 minute 30. So I'm pretty sure strength is blaze powder. I don't really make these too often, but we'll get 3 blaze powder, and then we'll get the redstone just to extend the effect, and then the glowstone again to make it strength 2. So this should be all the ingredients that I need, and then I'm going to get 9 of the water bottles. So my recording actually cut out there, but this is all of the strength potions. Next up is one that I'm not sure about, so potions of weakness. I've got the 1 minute 30 and then the 2 minute ones. So I might actually have to look this one up because I really just don't know. I assume it's something to do with either spider eyes or the fermented spider eyes. But I don't know, so I'm quickly going to look this one up and then I'll be back. Okay, so I looked it up quickly and apparently you need these fermented spider eyes. So you get water bottles and then just add fermented spider eyes. You don't need any like awkward potions or anything like that. And this should make the potions of weakness. I think that's the ones that I was trying to do here. So that should make the weakness, and then the redstone should make it ×2 duration or whatever. So we'll see what this makes. Potion of weakness 1 minute 30. So we'll wait for this one to be done and then I'll add the redstone. And I actually had a couple more rabbit's feet over at the base, so I brought those over here as well. I do really need to use that farm a little bit more because I don't have any more left now. There's actually a few of these items that I don't have farms for, like the gas tiers. I don't have a melon farm yet, or a pumpkin farm, which is weird. The pufferfish, the magma creams. I've got the phantom farm. There's a lot of these items that I don't actually have farms for yet. Next up is the slow falling potions. So I'm pretty sure this is the phantom membranes. I have made these before. So I've got the awkward potions, I'll add these. These are quite useful when you're fighting the ender dragon for the first time. Like if you don't have the elytra, if you get knocked off the top of the big obsidian pillars, you can take a lot of damage, especially if you don't have like feather falling. So these things can just be useful for that. So this is the 1 minute 30. Then over on this side, I'll wait for it to be done. I'll add the redstone, and that should make it into 4 minute potions. Okay, so I've got the slow falling potions in here now. And that's actually all of the potions that I can brew at the moment. So if you look on here, I've done all of these, apart from the ones on page 4, the turtle master ones. So there's 3 different variants of that. But the problem is, I don't have any turtle shells. I think you need the turtle helmets. I think you do at least anyway, maybe you need the scoots. But I think you actually need the helmets. So that means you need 5 of the scoots to make 1 helmet. So overall I'm going to need 15 of those. And I don't have a farm for them at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do is just quickly set up a temporary one up above somewhere. And we'll see if I can get enough of those before the end of the episode. Okay, I'm back and it's been a few hours since I recorded the last little clip. So I've got a few things to show you here. First of all is over in the checklist room. So I've added all of the potions that I managed to brew into the checklist. So this is the regular potions chest, and you'll notice that at the end of this I've got a few of the other things that I'm going to add to this chest. So the bottle of enchanting, the dragon's breath, and then the regular glass bottles. So I've just gone ahead and collected a few of those just to add them to the checklist, and I do need to get a full stack of each of those if I want to complete this entire chest. But anyway, that's all of the regular potions that I've managed to brew so far, and I've also gone ahead and got some of the splash potions. So every single potion that I had in this chest, I just went ahead and I put them back in the brewing stand, and then I used some gunpowder. So these are all of the same potions, but I used the gunpowder on them. So they're turned into splash potions, and it does actually mess with the length of the potion. So the 8 minute ones become 6 minute ones, the 3 minute ones turn into 2 minutes 15. So it does mess with the length of the potion. But all I did was put the regular potion back in the brewing stand, and then I just added some gunpowder, so I managed to get the splash potions as well. And again, this chest isn't completed yet because I still need the turtle master potions right at the end to finish off the chest. So once I've got those, I can turn the lights on at the side. And just a quick thought here. I think in one of the future updates, the potions are going to be able to stack. So right now, potions don't stack up. So I only need to collect 1 of each individual potion. But in the future, I've heard that in one of the updates coming soon, potions will be able to stack up to 64, I think. So when that happens, that means I'll need to come back and get 63 more of each of these potions. So that's going to be quite a pain when it does happen. But for right now, potions don't stack past 1. So I'm only going to be collecting 1 of each. And if they do change in the future, I will have to come back to that. But for right now, I'm just going to be collecting 1 of each. So what I've got to do now is start the lingering potions. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I think I've got an idea. But I just thought I'd show the little turtle farm over here. It actually took me so long to finally get 2 turtles, and then I bred them up. They had 2 eggs, so I robbed the eggs and planted them here, or placed them here. So now I've just got to wait for these to hatch. I think they only hatch during night time. It like does 1 stage at a time, so it does take quite a while. But hopefully I can get a few turtle shells by the end of the episode, and then I can brew all of the turtle master potions as well. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to try and do the lingering potions now. So I've got loads of the splash potions left over. So of course I had 2 of each of the potions. I put them in, used the gunpowder, and then I've got 2 splash potions for each one. I added 1 to the checklist, and then I've kept 1 of each over here as well. So what I'm going to do is add these into the brewing stand again. And I think I can use 3 different potions in one. So this is just a regular water bottle, the mundane potion and the fig potion. I think if I add the dragon's breath, all of these will turn into the separate lingering potions. So we'll just wait and see what happens here. So that did actually work like that as well. So I've got the lingering water bottle, the lingering mundane potion, and then the lingering fig potion. It's kind of hard to say that over and over again. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just put 3 of these into each of the brewing stands, and then I've got plenty of the dragon's breath, so I can turn all of these into lingering potions, and then I can go ahead and add them to the checklist as well. So all of these things are brewing now, and earlier I mentioned that there was something I wanted to add to these barrels that I forgot about. It was actually dragon's breath. This is an item that's going to be used for brewing to make them into lingering potions. I'm not going to use it too often, but I might as well add a few over here. So I'm going to keep the dragon's breath over here. This one here is for the turtle shells, and I'm not sure about the other 3 yet, but I'm sure I can think of something to put in there. And I just thought I'd quickly show this book while I'm still over here. So I mentioned this earlier, but I've just gone ahead and created a book with all of the different potion recipes inside. So you can see this is in alphabetical order, and I've got all of the different potions and then how to brew them. I didn't really bother putting how to make the splash potions of each one on here, but that's just kind of obvious. You just add some gunpowder to the potion, and then it makes a splash potion. So if I ever forget any of the recipes, I can just look in this book, and it shows how to make it. So I just thought this would be a useful thing to have in here. But anyway, back over here to the checklist room, you can see that I've added all of the lingering potions to the chest, and then I've got all of the splash potions, and then the regular potions as well. I'm still waiting for the Turtle Master ones, but hopefully I can get them by the end of today's episode. And I actually forgot to mention something earlier. So when I was brewing all of these potions on camera, I completely forgot about this one here, the Potion of Slowness 4, and it lasts for 20 seconds. So there's 3 different potions of slowness. I did these 2 on camera, but I just completely forgot about this one. I wrote it down on my sheet here in real life, but I think I forgot to jot it down on the book over there that I was using. So that's why I didn't brew it. I just completely forgot, but I went back and I did it afterwards. And then I've also got the splash potion for it as well, and then the lingering potion. So I forgot about it earlier, but I did remember it afterwards, and I've got it down in the chest here. But anyway, there's not really too much more I can do here until I've got the turtle shells, so I can make the Turtle Master potions. But there is a few more items here that I need to add to the checklist if I want to check them off today. So the bottles of enchanting are quite easy to get. I'm pretty sure I've got some villagers over there that will trade them, so that shouldn't be too hard to get at all. And then the dragon's breath. So I do need to go to the end, respawn the ender dragon, and then collect loads of dragon's breath. And I think that's actually what I'm going to do now. I've only ever respawned the ender dragon once. It was a long time ago in a different world. I think what I need is 4 end crystals, and I'm pretty sure that's it. And then I just need to get some glass bottles as well, just so I can pick up the dragon's breath. So I'm going to get a few things together, and then I'm going to head over to the end, and we'll fight the ender dragon again. Okay, I'm in the end, and I think I've got all of the stuff that I'm going to need here. So I've got the 4 end crystals. I think this is how many you need, but I've not done this for a long time. I think the last time I did it, it was my mate that actually respawned the dragon. So I don't know how this is going to go. And I've got plenty of glass bottles to get all of the dragon's breath. So I've got 12 stacks overall. I don't know how many I'm actually going to get. It might get a little bit boring collecting loads, but I'm going to try at least get a few stacks of the dragon's breath while I'm here. And then I've just got some potions and some golden apples just in case it doesn't go well. So I think this is how you spawn it in. You just put 1 on each side like this. I don't know why the fire started there, But if I put one on all 4 of these sides, it should start doing something, and I swear I didn't even look at that guy. I'm pretty sure that's respawning the dragon now. So I'm just going around destroying all of the crystals first. And it's actually a lot easier doing this now I've got the wings. I can just fly up here and then I've got an easy shot. So I've only got like 2 or 3 more of these left to go. And then I'm going to get the dragon weak, and then I can start collecting loads of the dragon's breath. I've been here for about 20 minutes now and I've got 6 stacks of dragon's breath. It's getting a little bit boring, so I think I'm just going to get a little bit more and then go back to the base. But I've got a little bit of a method here. So I just stand here near the middle portal, look down at the floor so none of the endermen get angry, and then the dragon keeps coming to the middle and then it keeps breathing right in front. So I can just pick it up. I get about 5 bottles full every time it does this, so I can just stay here until it does it again and then pick some more up. And because there's none of the crystals left, the dragon can't actually heal itself, so it comes to the middle more often. But like I said, it is getting a little bit boring. I've been doing this for like 20 minutes now. So I think what I'm going to do is just finish the dragon off. It should only take a few hits. And I don't think you get too much XP the second time you kill the dragon. And because I've already got so many levels of XP, I definitely won't get many. So it went through the portal there, so I'm not actually sure where that's going to go. It might go to the spawn. I think the spawn is just out here. So I'm going to go check out here quickly and see if there's any XP laying around. So I couldn't really find any, but I didn't need the XP anyway, so I'm not too bothered about that. But the main reason I went to the end there is to get the dragon's breath. So now I can add 63 there, so I've got a full stack of dragon's breath. I've got all of the potions, apart from the turtle master ones. Now I just need the bottles of enchanting. So I'm just going to put some of this stuff away, and then I can go and trade with some villagers. I've been over by the villagers doing a little bit of trading. So the main reason I've been here is to get these bottles of enchanting from the cleric. So you can see I've got 61 so far, and then I'm just going to get a few more. So I need a full stack. That's over the full stack now. And then I've just got a few more that I'll keep around the base. I've also been doing a little bit of trading with these stonemasons just to get some quartz. I want to get a better villager set up over at the base eventually. I want to think about doing it quite soon. I've got all of these book trades over here, and then the quartz and stuff, the armour on this side. I just want a better setup than this over at the base, and then I want to try and get all of the prices as cheap as possible as well. So that's the project that I want to do in the near future. And that's actually one of the reasons that I extended the base a little bit, because the villager section of the base is going to be on the 2nd floor, or the 2nd layer down. So hopefully I can build this up soon, and then I can start building some more rooms. So I think the villager section is probably going to go there underneath the nether portal bit. Before I had it underneath the storage room, but I'm thinking I'm going to have it on that side this time. I don't really know what room design I want to go for yet, but I'm sure I can come up with something. But anyway, now I've got these bottles of enchanting or whatever they're called, I can put another 63 in there. So that's a full stack of that as well. So all I need to do is get these turtle shells, and then I can make the potions of Turtle Master. And that's everything that I wanted to do today. So I've already shown the little setup that I had over here. I just made the walls a little bit taller and put the roof on here so nothing can kill me while I'm waiting. It does take a while for these eggs to hatch. You can see I've been breeding the turtles up, they're leaving loads of the eggs around. I just gotta wait for them to hatch, and then if I feed the babies some seagrass, they actually grow up a little bit faster. So I'm just gonna stay here, use this a little bit more until I've got all the scoots that I need. I think I've already got 2 in this chest. I'm going to need 15 overall, I think. So it's probably going to take another hour or 2. And I think while I wait for this, I'm actually going to go and work on the rest of the room. So I said I was going to finish this potion room by the end of today's episode. So I am going to come in here. I'm going to get the roof finished. And I also want to add the little water thing that I mentioned. So I'll remove this and I'm going to put it down here and have a button. So that is the plan. So I'll be back once I've done this, and hopefully I'll have all of the turtle helmets by the time I've finished. I've been breeding these up for a little bit now, and it does take quite a while for the eggs to actually hatch. But I've managed to get 29 scoots overall. I've also got 16 turtle eggs for when I want to go ahead and build a proper turtle farm. So I think I'll probably wait for these eggs to hatch, get the scoots, and then I think I'll just kill all of the turtles in here. I don't really need it for anything right now, and it's quite ugly around the island. So as soon as all of these eggs have hatched, I'll get rid of this project. So now I can come down to this brewing room, and I think this is all of the stuff that I'm going to need. So I've got 3 turtle shell helmets, I think they're just called turtle shells. redstone, glowstone and some gunpowder there, and then 1 dragon's breath and 9 bottles. I actually need to fill these up. So I did set up this little redstone thing here. So it's a pressure plate instead. I did want to have like a button on the wall, but I've just gone for a pressure plate. It was much easier to do the redstone this way. So I can stand on there and then that block gets pulled back and then I can get easy access to the water. So I started off with the nether wart and then I've got the turtle shells in there. So now I've got all these potions which should be the same. And now I need to add different things to each of these, I think. So the first one I'm going to add redstone and this will give the longer durability. The next one I can add the gunpowder to get the splash potions, I think. Actually I think I know what I'm doing now. So these are all of the regular potions. These are the ones that use the redstone. And then these are the ones that had the glowstone. So I'm going to get one of each of these. And these are the regular potions that are going to go inside the checklist. So I'll quickly get one of each of these. And then I'm going to head over to the checklist room and I can add these to the chest. So these are the 3 different Turtle Master potions that are just the regular ones. So I can put all 3 of those in there. So now I can head back and I can do the splash potions and then the lingering ones. So now I've got one of each of the different potions in here and then one of the different potions in here as well. So I've added the gunpowder to both of them. And then when this one's done I can add the dragon's breath and that will make the lingering potions. And this one should be all of the splash potions. So I think I've done this right so far. And if this turns into the lingering potions, this should be all of the different potions brewed in today's episode. So it's 5 seconds for this one, 10 seconds, and then 5 seconds. So I think that's perfect. So I came over and I added these potions to the checklist, and then these splash ones as well. And you can see that I went ahead and turned the lamps on. So that's another 3 lamps checked off the checklist. But not only that, that's actually some of the hardest ones to get. I knew it was going to be hard to get all of the different potions right. And I don't think I've got any mistakes in here, but I think what I'm going to do to end off the episode is just go through all of the different potions like this. Then hopefully some of my followers or viewers can just look through all of them and see if I've missed any. But brewing all of these potions was one of the things that I was dreading about this series. Also getting all of the different enchanted books. I remember doing that on the last world, it took a lot of hours. But the books and the potions are probably some of the most boring things just to grind towards. But I finally managed to get all of the potions, so now I just need to go and get the books, and hopefully I can do that soon when I set up my villagers in the base. And I mentioned this earlier that in the future I think the potions will be stacking up to 64, so when that happens I'll have to come back around and get another 63 of each of the different potions. So that's not really something I'm looking forward to, but at least for now I've got all of the potions that I need. But anyway, that's everything I've got time for today. I don't really know how this video is going to turn out because I spent most of the time just brewing potions, but there's not really too much more I can do when I'm trying to get all of the potions checked off the checklist. So I knew this episode was going to come around eventually, I just wasn't too sure how to make it entertaining. But I hope everyone enjoyed anyway, and like I said, I'm just going to quickly go through all of these potions, and if anyone wants to just check them and see if I've missed any off, just let me know down in the comments and then I'll correct it in the next episode. So I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.